Kill me! I'm here! Kill me!
Hey everybody, this is Matthew Movies coming at you with my review of Mindhunters, a 2004 movie that was recommended to me by Destination Station. It's hard to get it out, Destination Station. It's a crime thriller that I actually had a very interesting experience with. The things about this movie in my mind are this. I think the story is kind of unremarkable. I feel like it's kind of boilerplate, where it's this idea of a bunch of people come together and they start getting killed off and you have to figure out who did it before more people get killed. I mean, it's a trope that I've seen played in sitcoms and other movies where like the butler did it, and then like there's lots of movies like this. Clue. I mean, this isn't necessarily as focused on the detective aspect of it. There's more of an action feel to it, where these people are killed in kind of grisly fashion that almost kind of, in a lot of cases, it almost remind me of stuff that you would see in Saw, where there's these kind of elaborate situations put together in order to kill them. I mean, it's different in Saw than the fact that they're not trying to make a decision whether or not or what that they're going to do something to themselves in order to survive, but similar to the fact that you have these elaborate kind of death traps, right? The acting in this movie, I thought, was at kind of subpar in moments. It has a lot of recognizable names in it, like Val Kilmer, Christian Slater, LL Cool J, Johnny Lee Miller, Clifton Collins Jr., Johnny Lee Miller. I think I already said that. But there's lots of names in it that you would know, that you've seen in other movies, that you've seen give good performances. But I feel like for the most part, a lot of them were kind of mailing this movie in to a certain degree. I'd say the two best performances were actually LL Cool J and a woman by the name of Catherine Morris, who I don't really recognize from other movies per se, but I thought she did a pretty solid job. And LL really kind of, in my opinion, committed to his role. And it's interesting because he's kind of like the outsider of the group, where he was brought in at the last minute. The plot of the movie is basically there's a bunch of people that are FBI profilers, and they're supposed to be going for an exercise to figure out what the killer was in this given situation, and then turns out that they're being hunted and killed off one by one, and they're trying to use their profiling skills to figure out which one of the rest of the people might have done it. But unfortunately, it's as great as that might sound, as well as the idea of the profilers were set up. There's moments at the beginning where they're in a bar and they're trying to figure out the people and how they can use their skills to kind of pick them up and that kind of thing. I thought it was all really well set up, and you saw them in previous crime scenes. Unfortunately, once that killing started, I felt like most of that was pretty much thrown out the window. They were just like, well, you were the one who said that we should go do this, so you're the one setting me up, and you're the one who did this. It was much more kind of boilerplate, which disappointed me based off of the setup. All of that said, I actually did enjoy watching the movie. I thought it was a good time. I thought the elaborate death traps were pretty interesting and well set up, and it was kind of cool to see how they would play out. Like there's a Rube Goldberg machine at the beginning of it, which I thought was really cool. You could tell they put a lot of effort into that aspect of it. I thought the reveal at the end was actually a little bit surprising. I didn't find it super predictable. I wasn't shocked by any stretch of the imagination, but I didn't think it was super predictable. I honestly was thinking somebody else might have been responsible, so I thought that was pretty well done. I thought, as a whole, the movie was good. It was entertaining. But again, I think it was kind of unremarkable. I'm happy I watched it because I did have a good time, but it's not one that I would probably watch again, or at least not rush out to get it. If I saw it in like the Blu-ray bin for $6 or something like that, yeah, I'd pick it up, but that's probably about as far as I'd go. So those are my thoughts on Mindhunters. Thank you, Destination Station, for pointing it out to me. I'm glad I checked it out. It was definitely worthwhile. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. It'll make it so you can come back and watch my videos, and I love talking to people about films, so that would be awesome. You can join the conversation in the comment section below. Speaking of which, please let me know what you think of this movie, if you've heard of it, if it sounds interesting, what have you, and please hit that like button, hit that share button. It makes it much more likely that other people will discover my videos, and I would be very appreciative of that. Other than that, have yourself a good day. Hey everybody, this is Matthew Movies coming at you with my review of Mindhunters, a 2004 movie that was recommended to me by Destination.